So what I would say is that the scientific literature does identify that specifically younger kids, there's less of a risk. There appears to be, I should say, less of a risk of transmission. From those children that might be infected to others. So that would be to their other schoolmates, to teachers, staff, or even to individuals within the home. So I think that this is an area that we do still need to monitor as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to evolve.
And now we'll go to Ray with Keloland.
Thank you. As far as a threshold for percentage of positives in a community or percentage of absenteeism as it relates to school closings or moving to hybrid models, does the DOH plan to have some direction for school districts in those terms?
So, Ray, this is Kim Elson-Reisen. We're working very actively with the Department of Education as well as school superintendents on their plans for reopening, including mitigation strategies that they can take. We are also working to provide them data so that they can make decisions specific to the situation that they might be seeing in their community and in their schools. Obviously we've been providing information about community spread at the county level, and so that's one indicator that I know schools will be looking at. And then I would turn it to Dr. Clayton for additional information.
Yeah, so if individuals are familiar with some of the different criteria that CDC and HHS are using around monitoring transmission within counties, one of the updates that we do plan on pushing to the website in future revisions include adding whether or not the county is at 100 cases per 100,000 population or more, which is an indicator that there is a lot of additional transmission within the community. So it does help provide an actual magnitude of what that transmission is looking like, in addition to the community impact map, which is focused on that none, minimal to moderate, and substantial transmission. So the hope is that with the addition of that information, it will be additional information that the school and other superintendents can use to help identify the risk of COVID-19 transmission within the community and make appropriate just decisions for their school.
But is there any threshold that, sorry, can I get a follow-up? So is there any threshold, that percentage threshold that the DOH will recommend is for decision making?
That is something that is being left to the individual school and school districts. What I can say is that we do work closely with them, and we are providing them information so that they can make those informed decisions.
And Ray, this is Kim Elson-Reisen, and I would just follow up. And the reason for that is because the situations that we see with COVID positive cases are very, very individualized. And so we're planning to work with schools on that basis so that they can make the best decision given all of the details around any positive cases in their communities or in their schools. It's just too difficult to put a hard and fast rule in place that will be very effective.
Next question.
Hi, Todd Epp, Kello.com News.
Go ahead, Todd.
Yeah, I don't know if Kim and Josh have school-age children or grandchildren, but kind of a two-part question. If you do, or you have other relatives that do, A, would you recommend that they go ahead and go to school this fall? And would you recommend that if they do go to school, that the kids should wear a mask?
So I'll go ahead and start. And yes, I do have two school-age children, both of them in elementary school. My wife and I have had discussions, and have chosen to send our children to school, and that, just as a general precaution, that we are looking at providing our children, masks that they can wear in the classroom or during different activities and so on. So that is my decision, that was made, as a family unit of what to do, whether to send my child to school, and what individual precautions we were comfortable having our children take.
And Todd, this is Kim Melson-Reisen. I have a college-aged son who will be returning to USD this fall, so go Yotes. As you have reported, the Regental system has required masking of students, and so he will obviously comply with that.
Next question.
All right.